Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Pandagrad. This is Mangy Panda, and this game is Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. It's episode 2. We're in June of 1960, so we've been playing for a few months. We've got the basics laid out of our town here. Got a little shopping center going in over here, school here. I did move the kindergarten up here because I realized that the walking distance from our rail construction office over to where I was going to put most of the housing was too far. So I had to clear this little area so we can put a smaller house in here so we can get people to walk over there and work there when the time comes. What we're going to focus on today is we're going to get the rest of the basics laid in for the town. So we have a hospital here, fire station here. Like I said, we've got the school, the kindergarten, but we're still missing a few things. We need some culture, we need some sports. We'll lay in the foundations for where we're going to put the police station, the courthouse, the prison. Also, we want to get a couple of universities set up so that once we get people moved in here, we can start educating our citizenry and we can go ahead and start getting that all important research done. And then once we get all that laid out, then we'll look at hooking up all our city services and everything. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We'll set the game going so these guys can keep working on their projects. They're over here building all this right now. And what we're going to do right now is we'll come down here and we'll go ahead and crime and justice. We want the small police station. And he can go probably there. And we'll get the small courthouse. Put that one next to it. Let's go ahead and get some trash services. Get that hard up against the courthouse. And then we need the re-education center. And we'll go with, yeah, there's the small one. And same thing, we'll bring that. Wow, that can really go hard over there. Right about there. Alright, so let's make sure we spend all of these. Let's just land them in for right now. We don't need them built yet. They're not important for when you first move people in. So let's go ahead and clear out our footpath. And we'll go ahead and start with some asphalt roads. I'm leaving them a little short, one, because that creates a node where the path is going to connect. But also, since this is not done, if I start connecting them in here, it's going to break this up into multiple projects. We're trying to avoid that. All right, we'll leave that there for right now. So next we're going to come over here. Let's go into residential, culture. Let's go with the cinema. Now, even though the cinema has a road connection, it doesn't actually need a road connection to function. It just needs hooked up to the walking paths. Put that there. We will go ahead and run another footpath between these two. That. Perfect. And then we need some sports. So, sports hall. Well, how far is this? So we're going to have housing down here. Oh, easily reachable. Let's go ahead and grab the sports hall. Will it fit? Maybe almost. It's a little too wide. Let's go with the smaller sports hall then. And right there. We'll continue that footpath on there, and we'll run another one right there. Alright, so that's all good. So let's go ahead and hook him up there. Him there. And him there. Alright, so we got all that in. We'll have to come back in and add transfers to those, but hopefully we can hook those in with the housing that we're going to put over here. So my intention is we're going to run a road. Right about here. To here. Let's go ahead and back this off a little bit. See if we can get a nice, there we go, nice smooth corner right there. Then we can come in here and we can have little offshoots from this road and this road that are going to have our garbage collection. I prefer using, so you got two different types of garbage. You've got the small cans and you've got the large cans. And so what the difference is, the small cans, so even in the biggest containers, it holds 2.2 tons. Whereas if you use the big containers and you use the smallest one, it holds 52 tons. So what that does is it's a lot less trips for your garbage trucks to pick things up because the containers get full a lot slower. So that puts less stress on your custom house to start off with, or wherever it is that you're sorting. It also has less traffic on your roads, less chance for roadblocks, stuff like traffic jams. So let's go ahead. Like I said, this is going to be our main housing. We're going to have a little house over here just to walk over here to the rail construction office and the heating plant. So this is going to be our main housing block. Oh, we almost forgot. We need some universities. So to start off with, of course, we must have the party headquarters. Fit in here. I thought I saw it turn green. There we go. So the headquarters of the party right as you come into town. And the small technical university. We'll set that up over here. Is it? Can I get it? Okay, so if I put it back here, it can reach the trash can. There we go. And then This one's going to need its own little trash stand. Go ahead and put that in now. And we'll clear out that footpath right there. Alright. Now, for housing. I do have a lot of mods downloaded for housing. Because I just like the different variety. The base game's got some really good houses, but it just gets old. Because normally what people do is they build, this is their first house every time, over and over and over and over again. Because it's 87% quality of flats, and it holds 110 workers. As opposed to this one, which is only 68% quality, but it holds 157 workers. And what that quality is that's the maximum happiness that the people living in that particular house can have. So you want it as high as possible. So I've got these mods up here, these brick houses. And we're going to try these out today and see how they work. So what I'm wondering is, can we get, if I do put one there, no, that's a little crooked, we're going to straighten it up. Can I get, no, I'm not going to get two of that one. What about this one? Oh yeah, definitely. So if we put that there, and we put so. All right, let's do this. This is kind of my thought. If I do trash can there. And we put this one right there. And let's do the same on the other side. And we fit. Oh. Saw it go green. Right there. Perfect. So there's something I forget in every game I play at the very start. So I forget to click off Get Citizens, because we don't want to be buying slaves, people, citizens. Yeah, we don't call them citizens until we have everything ready for them to move in. Otherwise, they move in and they're very unhappy and they leave or they starve to death. Either way, it's not good. So let's click that off on all of them. And then just to make sure we don't have that problem in the future, we just click on any house and we just uncheck that box there. Now we don't ever have to worry about it again. Alright, so next up, we need to start laying in our city services. So first off, as you see, when you look around, the river's over there, there's a little lake over there, another lake over there. We don't really have any water close, and so we're just going to start digging a hole. So if you dig down deep enough, you will reach water. Yep, perfect. So we'll build that, and then we'll go ahead and add in some switches. Just like that. That one into there. That one into there. This one's going to be difficult. So what we'll do, we'll just move it a little bit farther out. Like here. Oh, come on. There we go. And we'll approve that. Okay. We'll run a footpath back to there. We'll hook all of those in. And now we'll just dispose we'll border over here by the border. Get rid of all our waste there. Now we'll go ahead and set up our infrastructure. You always want to start with sewer first because sewer has to run down. Sometimes when you're running stuff underground, you run into problems where they're crossing other pipes or electrical lines or under buildings. You have to lower them and then raise them. You can't do that with sewer. It has to constantly be flowing downhill because there's no pressure behind it. So we always lay that in first. That way water and electrical, you can dip them under other sewer lines and back up, and it won't affect them because water always flows under pressure, and electrical, you don't have any issues. Okay, so we're 6, 9, 9, 10. All right. So 4. All right, so what we're going to do here, we're going to start with the sewer. We're going to lay in switch here and switch here. Sewer tank, put it up over here. I always like to kind of keep my utilities grouped close together, because that way you pretty well know if you've got coverage from one, you've got coverage for all. Then we will put another one here and here. This one will run over to here. This will run to here. Then this. It's going to run into there. And we hook these two up wrong. Alright, let's try this again. This is going to run into there. That will go to there. This one will go into there. And like that. This is 9. Now I'm going to want another switch in here. Just in case we need to add some coverage back here or something. That should be good. And then this one into that switch. Get that all approved. Now we've got sewer coverage. So next is water. So we're going to go a water substation. We're going to put one over here. One over here. And one here. Then electrical. We're going to want electrical substation. Here. Here. We'll go ahead and run our wires for that. There. And this one. Over there. That looks good. And then I think, oh, that road's done, so we can go ahead and lay these in. Get that finished. And seeing the path just connects right into those little nodes. Let's go ahead and improve that. And I think right here is where we're going to set up our water. So, to set up our water treatment, we'll go with the big water treatment plant here. Right there. And so the big water treatment plant handles 300 cubic meters of water a day. So we need to get some wells. The small one handles 70. The big one handles 250. The big difference is the small one only needs electricity. The big one needs workers. So what we're going to do for right now is we are going to run 4 of the small water wells to power this. There's 4 of them at 70 and produce 280 cubic meters. Remember, our big plant handles 300 cubic meters. So it's a little under its capacity, but it'll work fine. So we're just going to put those 1, 2, 3, 4. Now water has to flow under pressure, so it won't naturally flow for pressure. So what we need to do is we need to set up some pumps. So we're going to get the big water pump here. And then we'll go ahead and put a small one in too, since we have 4 wells. So this one will plug into there. That one. Will plug into there. That one will plug into there. And this one will plug into there. Alright, so that's going to pump the water out of the wells into our water treatment plant. Now we want a water tower to act as our backup reservoir for the town. And we're going to run another pump here. Like that. So the water's going to get cleaned here, pumped through here into the water tower, and from the water tower we're going to need some switches. So we'll put one switch here. And we'll put another switch here. Okay, so water, whoops, not sewer, water. It's going to flow out to there. From this switch, it's going to go over to here and to here, from here to here, and from here to here. Go ahead and get all that approved. And then we will need power out here. Get that there. what's in the way. All right. And we'll get all that approved. All right, well, we're almost to our first winter. September and November is when it's going to start snowing. So real quick, we're going to go ahead. Oh, wait, while we got this done, let's go ahead. Oh, no, that road's not quite finished. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get our snowplows set up. So we're going to want 1, 2, 3 technical services. Connect that there. And get everything from the border. You're not going to do mud roads. Your primary focus is going to be asphalt and then gravel. Copy that, and that, and we'll copy that to the, whoops, to there, 3,000 meters. And right now we only have one snowplow to choose from, so we're just going to go ahead and buy 3 of them. You set to 3,000 meters, 3 snowplows, and use same thing. All right, and I think that's where we're going to call this episode today. We got quite a bit accomplished. You see we've already got the shopping centers up and running, the hospital, and the fire station, and the train station, which is also going to serve as our bus platform. We've got the heating plant built. Ooh, we forgot to put heating in. Let's do that real quick. All right, so we've already got the heating plant, so we need a large heat exchanger. As you can see, so the heating plant itself does have a range, and it will heat those buildings right there. But it doesn't reach any of this stuff over here. So we need to put in a heat exchanger. I'm thinking I'll have one there. And we don't need to build this one yet, but we will have backup heat exchanger there. Heating pipes go with large heating pipes. Always want to run them underground. The reason is they lose heat traveling distance, but if they're above ground, they lose even more heat. So all right, so where are we? Let's see, can we dip it down? make sure we'll just go ahead and suspend that construction because, well, it doesn't hurt anything. We'll build that later if we need it. And same thing. All right, so we'll go ahead and call this episode here. We got all the infrastructure laid in. We got our basic needs. We got the housing planned out and everything. We're about to hit winter. Everything slows down in winter. So when we come back in spring, we'll see how much more of this stuff we've got done. That's all for now. Thanks for joining.